Welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday night, special time, 8 p.m. Live on YouTube, live on Facebook. Man, different day already messed me up. How you like that? Thanks, everyone, for joining. Thanks for joining Just a Bit Outside Radio Show live. Share the link, share the love. And as always, you got Mark, you got Keisha. Keisha, how's it going?
Man, everything's going good. How about yourself?
Little feeling it, under the weather. Like, you know how when you get a vaccine, you get the symptoms sometimes? Well, I got the flu vaccine on Sunday, and it's hit me hard, man. I might as well just have the flu.
Yeah, that in combination with daylight savings.
Right?
Not a good look. Not a good look.
Is it 8 o'clock or is it midnight?
Hell yeah, man. But here we are and ready to talk sports, and we got a lot going on, man.
Hell yeah.
First things first, what's going on around town? One of my favorite events here in the 410 in Charm City, we have the Maryland Film Festival going down this weekend. It's going down at a different time of the year. It's usually in the spring, around May, June. But for some reason this year, they got it in the fall. Regardless of what time it is, it's always a good look. And, the slogan, a film for everyone. And this is an event that I volunteer for just about every year. And, good people, good films. And if you're in the 410 and you're looking for something to do this weekend, come check me out at the Parkway Theater. It's Station North. Parkway's off of North Avenue here in Baltimore, and it's going to be a good time.
Nice.
All right, what else we got? So, you guys, we got a lot going on for you. I believe we will have Jana on towards the end of the show, Mark.
Okay.
She's she's VIP. She's a very important person. And she's got a lot going on, and I think she's on the call right now, but she'll be calling us towards the end of the show. So let's talk Ravens.
Yeah.
We got Lamar back. He's looking good. Ravens are looking good. Big win. Last Thursday, against the Miami Dolphins, who they're struggling.
Yeah.
And you got some people calling for firing of the head coach. What's his name? Mike McDaniels.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a fan of the dude, because he's funny. He's funny.
I'm a fan of the dude, but like he just looks like he knows he should be fired by now. I think he's as surprised as anyone else, honestly.
Yeah, and you know what else too? They've got some Dallas Cowboys action going on down in Miami. Like, you got good coaching, but you really don't have the tools.
Yeah.
Tyreek was injured for a little while. Tua is, fighting for his life, seems like every fucking season. Last season I was like, man, I wish this guy would just retire because he's just having such a hard go at it. But, the Ravens came back. We had a few people come back off of injury. And, I mean, I don't know about you, man, but, I felt like they looked pretty good.
Yeah, they look like the Ravens we're used to seeing finally. Like, Lamar is definitely like the biggest name, the biggest story for returning, but you cannot downplay how big of an impact Roquan Smith's return also had. Like, that defense finally looked like the killer defense we're used to.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Defensive coordinator is happy as hell because I'm pretty sure his ass is feeling like he was on the hot seat. I mean, we've been having a a rough season, and a lot of people have been calling for some heads. Me personally, I was one of those people.
Yep.
You know, I felt like we needed to go in a different direction. I mean, I still do, but you know, we got to work with what we got right now, and playoffs are still attainable. It's going to take some work because Pittsburgh and Aaron Rodgers, they're still doing a damn thing, but I think we do have a shot at getting back in this thing.
Yeah, and I guess a lot of the sports books even still have us favored to win the division, but man,
oh yeah, man! I mean, it took a big swing with the odds.
Yeah. I did not see Pittsburgh beating Indy like that though. So I haven't looked at the odds lately, but I wouldn't be surprised if our odds went down after that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, we talked a little bit about Indianapolis within the last few weeks. They were prior to last week. They were 7-1. Of course, they took that L. They're 7-2. But you know, quiet as it's kept, you know, they're looking real good in the AFC.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we got to be honest about this. They are contenders. Even with the L that they took, they are contenders to take the AFC. And as of right now, you know, they've got to be one of the teams with the target on the back.
Yep.
Along with, I would say, like the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so this week coming up on Sunday, we have what I think is going to be a good game. We got the Vikings on deck, Ravens are on the road going to Minnesota Sunday at 1 o'clock. Ravens are 3-5. Vikings are 4-4. Let's talk about these odds. You got Baltimore minus 4.5, and the total points are 49.5. Mark, how you feeling about the game?
Man, Baltimore's favored 4.5.
Yeah.
That shocks me just because, Vikings are coming off a big win beating Lions at home. Like in Detroit.
Yeah, man. What about the Lions, yo? I gotta say I'm a little disappointed with the progress.
Well, I don't know. That NFC North is just a wild division. Like, they're probably going to send 3 teams to the playoffs for sure.
Yeah, they're definitely one of the stronger divisions of the league.
Yeah.
Quarterback play has been, you know, pretty decent, I'd have to say. It looks like they got Carson Wentz on the injured reserve.
Yeah.
Who the hell is the backup? Jesus, that's got to be why we're 4.5.
Well, was JJ back again, or?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Is JJ McCarthy back again?
I'm not sure. I gotta check the news on that. But I mean, even JJ McCarthy, Carson Wentz, the way our defense was looking, I'm feeling pretty confident about Sunday.
Yeah.
So as far as the picks go, 4.5. How you feeling?
That's one I would not wager.
Tight.
We might win by 3. We might win by 8. Who the hell knows? That's one you don't want to touch.
Yeah, and if anything, outsiders, you know, take the Ravens on the money. On paper, I would definitely say we look like the better team. Derrick Henry looks like he's getting back into the flow. Mm-hmm. We're still missing Metabuke, which I think is a very important piece.
Yeah. And he's out of the season, right?
Yeah. It's a big blow for the Ravens. But, you know, I think we can still get it done. Lamar Jackson is the key to me. You know, big ups to Snoop because he built the momentum.
Oh, yeah.
All right? He built the momentum. Big win. had everybody feeling good. Lamar comes back, and honestly, they look like they didn't miss a beat. There was no rust. I was expecting a little bit of rust, but Lamar was spreading the ball around, and the offense looked really good.
Yep.
I think the offense really is going to be the key because it really looked like the defense turned a corner. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. The defense didn't look lost like they had been the first 5 games.
Right on. So, as far as these total points are concerned, 49.5. To me, I feel like that's a little bit high.
Yeah.
I'm expecting the Ravens with the performance of King Henry last game, and I'm going to stick with it, man. I really feel like the offense has got to go through Derrick Henry. When Derrick Henry does well, the offense does well.
Yeah.
So if we can keep that run game going, if we can, get a couple more rushing TDs, Henry passed another milestone as far as the touchdowns are concerned. Things will be looking real good for the Ravens. Let's look ahead a little bit at the Ravens' schedule going forward. Okay, I feel like we got a pretty good stretch, man. We got Minnesota. Next, we've got Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
New York Jets. Cincinnati Bengals. These are 3 games that I feel like are they're pretty winnable.
Now we have the Browns once, and then for the remainder of the season, we still have both games against the Steelers and the Bengals for the division. Do you feel like those are going to be splits, or do you think we can sweep either team? Because that's important, I think.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I definitely feel like we can sweep the Browns, right?
Yeah.
First game, we won pretty handedly, 41-17, and that was the second game of the season. And at that point in the season, I feel like I don't, and you can tell me how you feel about that. At that point in the season, we really didn't have it together.
Oh yeah.
And now we're at this point in the season, definitely can get the dub on that. Who's concerned? Yeah. We got them. I'm not really impressed with the Cleveland Browns or the Cincinnati Bengals. The litmus test for me will be that December 7th game against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
And finally, we can reignite that rivalry, right? Because, previously, Pittsburgh Steelers weren't really on the radar for the Ravens. We've been dealing with them pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
It was more so the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs that, me personally, that I felt was more of a bigger rivalry than what the Pittsburgh Steelers could bring to the table.
Yeah. Total agreement.
So hopefully, out of those, let's see, 1, 2, 3, out of those 4 games before we see the Pittsburgh Steelers, if we don't win all 4, we should at least be able to get 3 out of the 4.
Yeah.
And that AFC North picture, that shit could be looking a lot different by the time we get to December.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You want to take a minute to take a look at the Pittsburgh Steelers schedule moving forward?
Sure. I know I looked at it earlier. I can't remember anything about it, though.
Yeah, I got it up right here. Okay, so we got the Chargers. We know the Chargers are doing pretty decent. I actually think that game, that's November 9th. So what is that? Is that Sunday or Monday? I think that's Sunday. It says NBC. Yeah, that's a Sunday game.
Yeah.
They could possibly take an L. They're at Los Angeles. They could take an L in that game.
Okay, yeah.
After that, you got Cincinnati. I think they can win that game. Then you have a game at Chicago, November 23rd. You know, that ain't going to be no easy win for them either. That will be a challenge. Yeah. And then after that, they have the home game on the 30th versus the Buffalo Bills. So, you know, schedule-wise, I feel like things are working in the favor of the Ravens.
Oh, for sure, yeah. So out of those 4 games, they go 2-2 at best.
Word up. So, for the picks for the Ravens, are we in agreement? Ravens on the money?
Yeah, for sure.
Take them for the win. Just take them on the money line. Let's keep it safe. And as far as this over-under on the 49.5 points, I don't know about you, Mark, but I'm feeling the under.
Yeah. I can see the under. I think it's going to be pretty close, like 27-20, so like 47 points, something like that. But I don't see them going over.
Sure thing. So, there you have it, guys. Ravens on the money, under on the game. It's going to be a good weekend for the Ravens. We're putting it out there. I'm feeling it. We're going to get it done. Now, we got a Thursday night football game going down tomorrow. Holy crap.
What's up?
Raiders versus Broncos.
Yep.
Yo, I did not realize that the Broncos are 7-2 as well.
Right.
And not only 7-2, but guess what, man? I mean, you probably know this because this is one of your quote-unquote other teams. 4-0 at home. I
did not know that part. That's cool.
Hell yeah, man. Spreads Denver 9.5. And total points 42.5. Now, this is a division rivalry game, right?
Yep.
Broncos are at home. Geno Smith he's been managing.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like he's been doing the best with what has been handed to him.
Yep.
The offense for the Raiders, me personally, doesn't look that good.
Yeah.
Doesn't look that good. You know, they have been struggling to score more than 20 points a game. And that's not good when you're going against a 7-2 game, especially 7-2 team, especially at home.
Yeah.
You know, when we start getting towards that 10 point spread, you know I get nervous.
Yep.
You know I get nervous. Now, between the two of us, I'm going to say, you know, you're the expert when it comes to the Denver Broncos. That 9.5 point spread, man, you think they can get it done?
No, I would definitely vote.
I don't like it either. You know, and I feel so much better now that you said that because, you know, I mean, it's a division game, and Me personally, I feel like it's a trap game.
Yeah.
Denver has been doing really well. And at first glance, the knee-jerk reaction is, oh, yeah, Denver is going to get it done. But with these particular odds, I feel like Vegas might kick some ass on a few folks with that 9.5 points. I don't like the 9.5. Me personally, I would like to say, hey, take the Raiders in the 9.5 points.
Yeah. You look at the past month and a half for the Broncos. Like last week, they went down by I don't know, what was it, 12 to the Texans. They barely got it in the last second field goal. They have like last second field goal wins against the Jets and the Giants, and it's like, okay, who is this team? Because they beat the holy hell out of the Cowboys, but then like they have to scramble and beat the Texans like last second. Like I don't know. That's why I'm saying like don't go for the spread, like go under the spread, because and the Raiders have a couple times this season they've had some pretty close games against teams they shouldn't.
Yeah, it's kind of been an up and down.
Yeah.
Road with the Raiders. If you look at the last two games, Jesus Christ, they didn't score any points against Kansas City.
Right.
Total ass whipping, 31-0. Yeah. But last week, it was a good game against Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, right?
Yeah. And I know this because guess what? Guess what, Martin? Guess what I did?
What did you do?
Put money on Jacksonville.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And they almost got their ass beat.
That they did.
30-29. I watched some highlights from that game, and Gino was in a rhythm.
Oh yeah.
He was in a rhythm.
Did you watch the game live?
No, I didn't.
No?
I just yeah, I mean it was crazy. It was crazy. I felt a certain type of way because the Raiders went for that 2-point conversion.
Yep.
For the win, and it did not work out.
Yep.
I felt as though they should have just took that extra point and took it into overtime. But I mean, I guess when you're at the point that, what are you saying?
It was already in overtime.
Oh, it was in overtime. Okay, all right. Well,
so there was like 40 seconds left in overtime. So yeah, going for the 2-point, it made the sense to try for the win. No one likes ties. Come on.
I know. No, I'm about to say I know nobody likes ties, but you know what? Ties better than an L.
That's true.
Ties better than an L. And when you were 1-6, do you really want to take another L, or would you rather have a tie? From a morale standpoint.
I don't know, honestly.
There are no moral victories, Joe.
Because that W column still only has a 1.
Word up. But yeah, man. Back to this Thursday night football game. So we're in agreement with the Raiders plus 9.5.
Yeah.
All right. What about just 42 points, man? I feel like that is, surprisingly to me, a little bit low. For real.
It's kind of low. I think that just depends on which Bo Nix shows up and which Denver offense shows up, because they could put up points like crazy. I mean, this is a team that put up 33 points in the fourth quarter, not 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and you know what? The running back, what's my man's name? Harvey?
yeah.
Last week he was looking real good.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Looking real good. And I have him on my fantasy team. He's one of my starting running backs.
Oh wow.
What'd you say?
I said, oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. And he's been producing. He's been producing. You said it depends on what Bo Nix shows up.
Yeah, which Denver
like
offense?
the Ravens, I feel like with the Denver Broncos, go with not necessarily with what you know, but what your brand is.
Yeah.
Right? And, as of late, that's been running the ball. It's been running the ball. Me personally, yes, Broncos are 7-2, but are you ready to say that Nix is a premier quarterback? Because when you have a 7-2 record, right, and the quarterback has a lot to do with the team record.
Yeah.
Would you say that he's ready to be put into that category of, yeah, we got to take this guy seriously. He's doing the damn thing.
Yeah, I think he should be taken seriously. It's still his sophomore season though, so he could scrub out next season for all we know. But if they don't take him seriously, that's a mistake. I think the biggest influence on this game really is going to be also how that Denver offensive line can stop Max Crosby, because if they can't stop him, it's going to be a long day.
Dig it. Another thing that's got me like on pins and needles is that 4-0 record at home.
Yeah.
We both know that, streaks do not last that long in the NFL.
Right.
They don't. And, if you're somebody that loves the underdog, this would be a good time. This would be a good time for, those underdogs to kind of show up and do the damn thing, man.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So how you feeling about that over/under?
I kind of want to go over.
I do too. If you don't feel, if you're squeamish about those total points, if you don't want to mess with it, I don't blame you. But if you're a gambling person like I am, let's go with that under. I'm sorry, that over. I gotta agree with you on that.
Yeah.
All right. So we got basketball going on. We are in the thick of the in-season tournament. Right, you guys? We get to look at all of those crazy, insane, more often eyesore than not courts.
Yeah.
They got going on, man. What are we in, like the second or third year of the in-season tournament?
At least, yeah.
What's up with them courts, yo? Are you feeling that shit or not?
Hell no. It honestly makes me want to just watch something else, because, no, it's an eyesore.
Yeah, I can't remember which game I watched last week, but somebody had, like, a blue court. And I was literally like, man, this shit is just a no-go for me.
Right.
Definite no-go for me. But let me tell you something about the Lakers. I'm going to talk about the Lakers for a few minutes. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But the Lakers have been doing all right. with LeBron James on the sideline, man.
That's the key part.
Right. You know, they got, and you know what? Tonight it's on ESPN, 10 o'clock. I'm actually looking forward to this matchup, man. We got the San Antonio Spurs, who have been whipping ass.
Yeah.
Okay? They've been looking really good. 5-1 against the Los Angeles Lakers, which is 6-2. You know, Austin, what's my man's name? Austin Reeves has been balling out of control. Right? I mean, he's been making a case for saying that, hey, you know, after LeBron and Luka, I'm the man.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there was even one or two games where Luka was out that Austin completely balled out and was able to get a couple of dubs, and as a result, you know, the Lakers are 6-2. You know, I mean, you can't help but wonder, you know, with the chemistry and the momentum that they have right now, when LeBron finally gets ready to go, what is that going to look like?
Hopefully we find out sooner than later. Like, it's been a career, but just call it over, LeBron. Like,
yeah, and with us, you know, with this whole entire setup, where you are denying people the ability to feed themselves, to feed their families, to feed children. But we have construction of a fucking ballroom. I don't even know what like, something wrong with that market.
Yeah, and I know the number one excuse is, well, that's not being funded by taxpayers. I don't give a damn. That's $300 million.
Does not matter at all. Those are resources that should be allocated elsewhere. And you know, to me, like the worst part about it is this is the holiday season, dude.
Yep.
This is when, you know, families are supposed to come together. Times are hard enough as it is. And, you know, as of right now, there are no benefits available. And Jesus, God forbid that this thing carries through Thanksgiving. I mean, I know you keep up with the politics a little bit more than I do, because I just can't fucking take it, you guys. I'm serious. Yeah. I can't take it. You know, but you know, what is the word with that? Is this thing going to carry through to the end of the month, or is the word still out on that?
You know, there's a lot of rumors and stuff going around, but apparently November 21st is a really important date with the government, and some people are speculating that's how long the shutdown will go through. I forget what happens exactly on that date. There's like programs that the government doesn't have to fund after that date. I think a lot of it has to do with the ACA subsidies, the Obamacare. Okay. I think it's going to last for a while, unfortunately, which is really terrible. Now, not to get on my soapbox too, but you know, I've always been a politically minded person, even in like elementary school. Like I was like the only kid in class that knew like the name of the mayor, the governor, the president, and I've just always been into politics, and I love our Constitution. I think it is not a perfect document, but I think it's a great form of government. And we have checks and balances, or we should be having checks and balances.
We should. Doesn't feel like we do, but we should. That's the key word there. Should.
And I think what people don't realize, or they don't think about, or whatever, because we have a president, they think, oh, that's the person who controls everything. No, Congress controls the purse strings. Congress passes the laws. The executive enforces the laws, and the judicial interprets the laws. Now, this SNAP thing has gone to judicial twice, and this administration has been told, no, you must fund SNAP. And the administration has straight out said, no, we're not going to do it. And
Insane.
that's, to me, the very definition of tyranny. Now, there's a pretty important amendment in the Constitution. That Second Amendment is, the right to arm yourselves in the face of tyranny. And I'm not saying people need to go out there and start, shooting at government officials or anything, but I have a feeling shit's going to get really bad before it gets any better, and everyone just watch out for yourselves.
Yeah, because you know what? The one thing that you can go back and look through history, when oppressed people reach a certain point,
Yep.
there is some form of rebellion.
Yep.
In one way or another.
100%.
To kind of take things in a slightly different direction. I know we're talking about benefits and everything, but one of the things that I have seen is the resistance of ICE.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know about you, man, but it really does make me proud to see that there are people out there fighting. There are people out there caring for humanity, yo.
Yeah. Yep.
And you guys, we can't lose that. We can't lose that. And if you take anything from tonight, outside of the sports and everything, dude, we're going into the holiday season. All right? Thanksgiving is a time for you to be thankful for something. And if you can't look across the way and have empathy for people, and I don't give a shit if they're documented or undocumented.
Yep.
Because guess what, you guys? I don't give a shit what anybody says. There are undocumented that contribute to this society a great deal.
A hell of a lot more than people would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta check yourself, man. You gotta check yourself, and we gotta keep fighting for what's right.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of elections. We've had a few small wins that make me feel good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was talking to my mom today, and I was like, that's the first step. We can't take huge leaps.
Yep.
Because the system won't allow us to. But it's the little victories, the little steps that we just got to keep taking, and we all got to stick together.
We're gonna become like a straight up political show, but for those political wins that the Democrats recently got, like that's awesome.
Yeah.
And everything. I love to see a lot of those, but it's not because of the Democratic Party. Like the Democratic Party has a lot of problems in its leadership, and they need to get their act together too. Because the party's messed up, and they can't just rely and say, "Hey, that was our win, so we're doing good against this administration." No, you're not.
But the one thing I will say with the little wins, the big thing for me is the diversity.
Oh, yeah.
Of the wins. And like I was mom, that's the only way that we can begin to fight this thing, is if, the minorities, the little guys, we got to band together, yo.
Yep.
Jesus, let me check. We got to let me quit while I'm ahead. Let's quit while we're ahead. Because like you said, it's going to turn into a political show. But
join us tomorrow for the premiere of our new all politics show. No.
Yeah, right. No bullshit. But one thing before we sign off for the evening, I would like to dedicate and give a shout out to someone that has supported us from day one. Mark, and that's your mom, Miss Marsha. Okay. Yeah. I'd like to dedicate tonight's show to her. I hope she's listening tonight. she, had an unfortunate event, and I would just like to say that me and my family and a good deal of my friends, are praying for you guys, and she's really been in my thoughts, all week, man,
Thank you.
all week. I reached out to her earlier in the day, and she said that she's doing well. It warmed my heart to hear that she's doing okay and that she's being positive and in good spirits.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. I mean, it would be wrong of me not to make mention, of my girl, for real, for real. Like I said, she's been supporting us since day one, yo.
Yeah. Thank you. It means a lot.
Yeah. So, Miss Marsha, tonight this one is for you. Now listen, I'm Keisha, and on the other end of the line is my main slice of pizza, my favorite guy, Mark, and we're just a bit outside. You guys enjoy the rest of your week. Peace.